Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 671. I'm one of your host, Jim Guest, joined by Corey Feinsod
Yo.
and Tony Korkanakis.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween, guys.
Hey.
It is Halloween night.
Ooh,
Just had a
spooky.
nice long walk of trick-or-treating for a bit there.
Mm.
Yeah, it's been a little tired. I remember being a kid, I'd be out to like 9, 10 o'clock at night with a pillow sacks full of
Yeah,
candy.
maybe it's just like I don't remember much, but like for me, trick or treat. I remember it being like an all night thing, and then as an adult, I'm
Yeah.
like it's 2 hours. Like doesn't
Yeah.
seem like long at all.
Well, that's
And
what we
plus
did.
now it's earlier and earlier
Yeah,
too.
we started at 4, so we were done at like
Oh
6:30. We were leaving at the other house. We went all the way down, her friend's house, and it was probably 6:30 we got out of there because the town we went to is crazy. They actually shut the town down at 7 to do like a parade and like Halloween stuff, and I'm like, how do people stay up to this anymore? I'm also tired. The hell with this.
Mm.
So, but it's fun. It's fun seeing all the costumes. A lot of Mario's out there this year, by the way.
Oh,
Mario
Streets,
movie.
yeah. A lot of Marios. Um,
I recycled my
I did
Mario
see-
costume for a party.
I did see some
Nice.
Fortnite stuff. I'm trying to think of anything video game or movie related. I mean, obviously a lot of movie stuff.
I saw
But,
a Fall Guy hot dog costume, and the mom was like, "Oh, you're the first person that knew what he was." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
okay." And then later on, I saw a kid that was dressed up as a Five Nights at Freddy. And
Oh.
same thing. You're the only person that knew who he was. And then a girl was dressed up as Princess Peach. I was like, oh, Princess Peach. And the same thing. They're like, you're the only person that knew she was. I'm like, damn, I'm
Oh.
ousting myself as a gamer.
Well, like our generation is handing out the candy now mostly with the kids,
Yeah.
and so like
Mhm.
most people know Princess Peach at this point in our generation, I would assume. But
Yeah.
even if you're not a gamer, you know Mario, especially with the movie. But I don't know,
It was
like
a lot though, Tony. Damn, like where you are, it's
Yeah.
just like. Yeah, I was like, if I was gonna take my kids somewhere, I'd be like going where you are, 'cause it's like so easy.
We didn't even get that many people. Like, it's crazy.
Really?
I only bought like 75 pieces total. Because, like, based on
That's
the past
it?
2 years.
Oh my gosh.
And I even let people have like 2 after the first hour. I was like, oh, take 2, take 3, like whatever.
Wow.
yeah,
And I still have a couple left over. It's just like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Hmm.
It's sad. Like, I kind of just want like a revolving, constant
Mm-hmm.
crowd.
Never ending, just standing out there, constantly throwing
Yeah.
candy bars at kids.
Yep.
yeah.
I saw a lot of links actually.
Really?
We had
The
a-
wild style.
I'm trying to think of like
wild style. Wow.
we usually don't get anybody at this house, but I did buy 2 bags, thank God, of candy. It was about 175 total pieces, and
What?
it's gone. Like we got
What?
destroyed this year, and I'm like in this back road area that nobody knows on.
Holy
There's
crap,
no lights.
man.
I don't know. I got home
I
at
know
like
where you're
6.
considering where you live and considering where Tony lives.
I know.
I've seen both of your houses and the houses next to each other. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, it's neighborhoods, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's
but,
so
like,
easy in my neighborhood. Like, just boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
I know,
Yeah.
I know it. I've seen it. Yeah.
You could
I
do
don't-
that like, oh wow, that's crazy.
I think
It
it's
is
just because
crazy.
there's a lot of retirees in this area, I think.
Mm.
I think that's what it's the age group. Yeah.
Age group.
So I gotta stop my cat from stealing my other cat's food shortly. Sorry. I have a sick cat in the room. Yeah. So yeah, I think that I mean, the places we were going to out there, they were doing like full on like it was like tailgating. They had
Mhm.
like beers. They were cooking hot dogs, popcorn. I mean, they were like
That's cool.
I couldn't believe what was happening in this town. I was like, the town shuts down at like 7. It's crazy. But yeah, we started at 4 o'clock. We were done by 6:30, and I was home by 7, a little after 7. So, yeah, it was fun. Anyways, so what we've been watching, guys. I'll kick us off. I wasn't on the movie cast last week, so I got to remember everything I was able to get through. But Upload, I started rewatching. I'm not rewatching. Sorry, watching the new
The new
season of
season?
Upload. I'm caught up on
Okay.
that. I don't know. Greg Daniels show. It's got the
Season
comedy.
one was the best, in my opinion.
Huh?
Season one was the best. This season's
yeah.
been okay.
This season's been okay too.
I
but
don't
it's
know.
been okay.
I don't like the real world stuff so much.
Yeah, I think I understand. Like, well, that's what I think they're trying to drive the point home. Like how bad the real world actually is. That's what I think that's the point of the show, Corey. You're not supposed to like the real world.
No, I get it.
But I also did catch up on Loki. I did not see the latest episode. I think when that
Oh
got
my
released.
gosh, what
So
the heck,
yeah,
man?
I know. Well, I meant to watch it. When does it release? Fridays?
I think Thursday night,
Thursday.
Friday, somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So the last one I watched was the Miss Minutes episode was the last one I watched when she first, that's the one I watched. I'm trying to keep it vague, but I didn't see the latest stuff, so I know that. I'm pretty sure I missed that. So, but yeah, I like this season a lot. Like, I know it took me a little bit to get started on it, but I was like, I'm digging it. I like it. I don't know what it is about this show, and I like the buddy cop system. We'll call it the Sony system. There has to be two, always two. Well, they do father son. They do father son, yeah. So
no, I mean it's parent figure and child figure.
Parent and child, yeah, that's the Sony system. So this is just a buddy cop system, and it's good. And I don't know, it gets me more excited for the multiverse stuff that we're about to get into. I think because the show is entertaining with it. So I don't know, more than the movies have, like more than Ant-Man did. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So, but other than that, I watched. I'm trying to think. It was a Korean movie. Yeah, it was a Korean zombie film on Netflix with the blonde-haired guy. What was his name? He's very popular. I can't remember his name. But it was basically about like the zombie outbreak where he gets stuck into his parents' his apartment basically.
Yeah, I recommended that like a year or two ago.
Yes, you did. That's where I heard the name of it from. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So, I liked it.
Yeah, it's an older one. It came out in 2021. That's what it did, 2 years ago. So I forget what it was called, but I really much I did enjoy that quite a bit. So I don't know. I still like my zombie stuff, and I know you guys. I missed it, but
alive.
No, I know. We
Hashtag
missed
alive.
that. We told hashtag alive. Yeah.
Or alive.
But I can't believe we forgot about this because there's plenty of great zombie movies out there.
Yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Tony, what have you been watching?
Just Loki. Caught up.
Nice.
This last episode.
Do you guys
I know.
Be as vague as possible, but you just give me some impressions at least. Go for it.
I think this last episode really like took into like, oh shit, like like okay.
I mean, no context, like spoilers. I saw a bunch of circles on a grid, like original season 1 Loki, season 2 start, season 2 finish. Whatever that means.
Like,
I mean, it's out of
with
context.
season 1 and the TVA, it expands this whole universe, and you're like, where is this going? Like, what's happening? Like, I guess we've got this end goal of like getting to He Who Remains and killing him. And what's that mean? What's that gonna do? And here we're seeing the fallout of that and all these branches and the pruning. But there is a specific scene in this last episode that is gruesome. And
really?
I thought there was two actually. One was like gruesome, and one was like, oh, this is pretty dark.
Well, one was visually like gruesome. The other one was just like you know what's happening, and it's even worse because you know what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, this latest one kind of just like leads up to everything that like it's almost the accumulation of everything that we've been watching at this point, which is weird because it's like there's 2 more episodes. So
yeah. That's interesting.
Very curious.
So it was like it had some oh shit finale moments in it.
Not finale, but I mean it's building. It's you could see where the climax is heading to now, right? Because shit's hitting the fan. It's like, oh, well, how are you gonna resolve this?
Yeah. So it's like all these things that they're like, as you've seen the last episodes, at least this season, the first 3, you're like, oh, this is all coming to a point. And it was cool. It's a cool moment where like something happens in the previous episode that kind of pays off in this episode. And like I'm excited to see where this goes and to hear about some of the news with Deadpool and stuff too. With
well, that's I mean,
Jim, really quick, turn your camera off and back on.
Who,
in
me?
Discord, yes.
Oh, I'm all glitchy. Holy crap!
They're getting you, dude.
Ready? No, I saw it. Yeah, it's a weird feed issue, but I'm still frozen.
Well, you're back.
Yeah, but not in the feed. Oh wait, there's the lag. I got it. The feed lags. So, all right, there we are. Anyways, so we're good, and now we're behind because I just watched me come back online. But yeah, I don't know. It's exciting.
I was gonna say you only had watched the first episode, and then you were like, you caught up the last 3 all at once.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, they're really good, right? Like I feel like it's gotten better actually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like in the first episode, I was like, okay, it's more of the same. That's fine. And then a slow burn, I was like, okay. I was like, all right. This I really could have used like maybe a better synopsis or a rewatch because I was like, wait, why is this character here again? Like, what are they doing? I was like, so they did this just so they could work at blah blah blah. It's like, okay, sure. Like,
I don't know. Interesting. I can check this out tomorrow. But cool. And then the new one's Thursday. It's Thursday or Fridays. That's why I couldn't remember.
One of the two. Doesn't matter. You don't watch
I think
it
it's
really
Thursday. Yeah, should be Thursday.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it Thursday this week. But once as you get closer to the finale, you got to watch it, more often. But yeah, I can't believe it took me this long to start it because I was like, I think I was just, I'm at that point. I'm not Mike in Marvel, but I'm down on Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because like, I pay attention to like the box office threads and stuff like that, and I guess tangentially related to news. The Marvels is tracking really low right now, like Flash levels of.
But it looks so good. But it looks so good,
and that's what I was like. I was like, I don't think it looks bad, and like, I mean, Captain Marvel did $1 billion. Brie Larson's a popular actress. But around the discussion and talking about it, what was I going to say? I'm starting to like question that like having the Marvels as like a prerequisite. You have to have watched two of the Disney Plus shows, right?
I got it.
Because like you have to watch WandaVision to know what happened with what's her name, Lembeau, right?
Oh yeah,
and you have to watch Miss Marvel to know who she is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a high. And I thought I mentioned this before. I couldn't remember, but you guys remind me. But I was like, what? Telling somebody, hey, you need to watch 1 or 2 Marvel movies to know like who Black Widow is, or know who blah blah is. Well, like being like, hey, watch like 10 hours, 10 hours of content for a paid subscription stuff in order to know like who these characters are. I think that's too tall of an ask for people.
Especially now doubled. Mm-hmm. It's even worse now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they handle like in the movie itself, because they have to know that not everyone is going to know the shows or have watched the shows. So I'm assuming they're going to kind of bring you up to speed slightly with that. And based off of the runtime of this movie, also, I'm kind of curious.
It's only like 90 something minutes.
Yeah, it's like how much time are you really going to spend on some of this backstory and catch up stuff? Because as we just saw with Loki, there was none. Like there's like nothing there for you really. So yeah, we'll see. Like
also, I think it took way too long to build up to another Avengers movie, because it's been what 4 years since Endgame. When did Endgame come out? 2019, right?
I think around there, right before COVID.
It was right before COVID, yeah. It was right
at the beginning of COVID or something.
I think it was the end of the year of 2019.
May was when Avengers Endgame released, right?
Oh, it had to be summer. You're right, it was summer.
Yeah.
So it had to be like
May of 2019, because
2019.
Right? Yeah. So it's been
the movie theater
4
would have been
years,
closed.
right?
Yeah.
4 years. Yeah. We don't even have an Avengers movie in like not even like next year or something like that. It's just like
it's gonna be like
2 years.
I was gonna say it's gonna be like 6 years from that, or 7 years from that actual movie.
And I think that was
2025, 2026.
And I think that's way too long. Like I think they needed one like a year ago, even though it wasn't like a huge threat, like an Avengers level threat or whatever. Like just to at least get these characters on the map, right?
Are you talking filler arc?
I mean, I'm not saying like filler arc, but like at least have like a mid boss or something,
but I
right?
feel like that's what we're getting with Kang now. We're getting like a mid boss with Kang.
No,
that's what I feel like we're gonna do here.
Kang's a boss. He's supposed to be a boss anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think Wanda was kind of a mid boss, but they didn't really bring in the other characters that we all thought they might in Doctor Strange.
There we go. Mid boss Wanda. Remember that one. Yeah. So. I think that, and this is the tie together here, as we mentioned before, Deadpool 3, just to sprinkle a little news in here, is supposed to be like the launching point for the Avengers Kang Dynasty movie. It seems interesting that that's going to be the thing that does it, which is cool. There's a lot of news with that movie coming out. And,
it's like almost exactly like what we predicted, though. It's like the TVA is going to go around trying to get or heroes or whatever from the different multiverses, and Deadpool obviously and Wolverine are easy. Those are easy characters to like bring into this universe, because you can just go to multiverse with TVA stuff and variants and all that.
So I guess the newest version is saying that they're going around selecting like the best,
like the prime
version,
the prime version.
primes. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
I guess like they're saying Tom Holland's Spider-Man is the prime Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
apparently. And then obviously Hugh Jackman's Wolverine's prime and whatever.
Deadpool.
Ryan
So
Reynolds.
wait, whoever they recast this Wolverine eventually is just going to be he's not the highest quality Wolverine then? Is that what we're getting from this? Is that what they're telling us for this?
Maybe.
This reminds me. Remember that movie, The One with Jet Li?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
reminds me of
That's
that.
right. Yeah, that is kind of a similar idea. You're right.
Kill off all your other ones to become stronger. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting to see what they're going to do with that movie. I'm excited for that movie quite a bit. And
and
but-
it got
but
delayed,
this-
as we've mentioned.
but
It
the
got pushed
Marvels
up and then pushed back.
Yeah, the Marvels is supposed to have that oh shit moment in the movie someplace. There's supposed to be some sort of, I don't know what it's going to do, but there's supposed to be one of those oh shit moments.
There's supposed to be some they teased it a little bit today too, or yesterday, whenever they released their latest teaser.
I saw it. It looked really fun. They teased it with that. It looked good.
Well,
So
multiverse stuff coming.
They did.
potentially.
Yeah, they did tease that, but I mean, I don't know. So we'll see. Tony, anything else you watched, or is that pretty much it? Okay. Let's get into the quick box office, and then we'll go into the rest of this news.
Five Nights at Freddy's dominating.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's setting records. $80 million opening weekend.
Second highest video game opening, right?
I think so.
80 million for a video game movie. Horror kind of, is it horror? I don't know. I guess it's Halloween style. It's perfect for the time.
That's
yeah, record setting movie for it. Basically dominated the box office. It dominated Taylor Swift. Five Nights at Freddy's takes down Taylor Swift.
There you go.
So the Eras Tour did 15 million, still crossing 150 million total gross now for that. It's going to do 200 million that movie. That movie's going to do $200 million, that movie.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's going to probably do more with like video on demand and all that stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. But Five Nights at Freddy's, man, that Friday Night at Freddy's is shocking that it did that well. I was actually surprised. I was surprised. So not that I was expecting like terrible movie or anything like that. I just am shocked it did that good.
Yeah, the actor in that, the kid was almost Spider-Man too. So.
Oh yeah. Wow. Let's see. Killers of the Flower Moon dropped 60%. So it did
such
9 million.
a long ass movie. It's like 3.5 hours. That's crazy.
That's the artsy flick.
I can't believe fucking Apple. What was it, like 200 million? Right? They gave Martin.
Scorsese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it fucking flopped. But you know, he flopped because of comic book movies. So.
Mm-hmm. No, there was a little beef going on there between Scorsese and Russo, or one of the Russos.
Yeah.
You saw that, Jim?
Yeah. Sorry. I've got a sick cat here. I was just looking at a sick cat.
Was it like Oscar's the dog's name or something? It's like, oh, here's my dog, box office.
Yeah. No, I saw them arguing. No, is it arguing? I don't think it's arguing. I think it's just trash talk posts, I guess. But
it's just stupid because, like, I don't know. I guess, you know, it's hard for me to imagine. But like, if I was like, you know, as much as I dunk on Martin Scorsese, like he's made incredible movies, some of the best movies of all time, and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But like, if I got to that point, like, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would be like, whatever. Why would you care, right?
Yeah. Why are you commenting on this? Exactly. That's always my thought.
Like, wouldn't you be above this? Like,
one of these like most well-known, like Spielberg and you know, like these names, and you're just like, why are you commenting on this right now? Like, what? Seriously, dude. Like, you started from nothing at some point as well. Dude, you came up from this, and you know what I mean. Like, you weren't instantly the best there was.
It's not cinema.
Yeah,
the cinema experience.
So
like, shut up, old man.
Yeah, bullshit. All right.
And now because of that, Apple is increasing their prices. Apple TV.
Apple TV,
like 40% too.
It's a big.
Just talking about it.
I know we were, and I was just like, it was worth like $6 a month to me. It's not worth the 10 or whatever it's going to now. I was like,
great value, and I'm doing Apple One, which is normally $22.95. It's going up to $25.99.
What do you do with Apple One?
So it's backup storage, it's Apple Music, and it's Apple Plus, and it's Apple Arcade.
What do you use?
I use Apple Music a ton, and I use the Apple TV Plus, and I have the backup. We filled the backup. Yeah, the storage, the cloud storage is full. So
what?
Yeah, I actually paid.
You got
500 gigs. I'm up to now. So
why don't you just back it up, dude? You fucking work in IT.
I know that, but this is cloud storage. It's way easier. It's just way easier.
So you have a physical backup too, right?
Oh yeah, of course you do. So this is not for just me, though. This is a family plan.
Okay.
That's 4 devices or 5 devices actually on that one. So.
Motion detected at front door.
Oh,
Sorry about
trick or
that.
treaters.
I turned my other off, so they're not getting anything.
Yeah, we had. It's a little late for that now.
Yeah,
It's not
like...
though, but it is. Yeah, it's not, but it is for this day and age.
That was funny. As I was like, "Oh, Mischief Night, man! I wonder like who's going out like like yesterday. Obviously, it was Mischief Night. We record this on Tuesdays, but like it's like who's going out buying like paper, freaking toilet paper and eggs now? Those things are like skyrocketing in price.
Yeah,
it's like you gotta be super rich now if you want to like toilet paper somebody's house or egg somebody's house. So
nobody does any. Nobody does
safe.
Mischief Night. Yeah, Mischief Night's kind of a dead night nowadays. I don't know how it is by you guys.
Like, this one place.
Well, also,
like,
I mean, Ring
special
like cameras are
place.
just really
cameras
that.
Like
they had like this one park had this like tree that they set up and like you could like go and just like toilet paper the tree and it's like a controlled chaos Mischief Night.
That's good.
So I thought it was interesting.
They invited you to do it. I heard that. So, they even provided the toilet paper. I heard. So, but yeah, I don't know. We were talking about that today with the parents, with the kids walking around. We were talking about all the Mischief Night stuff that changed. But all right. Other news: Matthew Perry unfortunately passed away this last weekend at 54. Apparent drowning / maybe cardiac issues. Did they release any more information on this?
No, but it was definitely a cardiac.
It was definitely cardiac. Oh yeah. That was reported later. I didn't know if we got any more other information of toxicologies or anything like that as was out, but so yeah, basically, yeah, it was shocking to see that report. But that's Saturday night. I was at a wedding Saturday night. That's what I was doing. So I got that came in while I was sitting at the table while they were doing their first dance. I was like, holy shit. But yeah, so
I mean, super young guy who
sad, and
he obviously went through a lot of issues, had a lot of issues with drugs, alcohol, and stuff. But it seemed like he was on the up and up, and
so he was
sober,
cleaning himself up. Yeah, it just the way. I mean, like I said, my dad's a pretty good medic, and he was like immediately when he heard hot tub, he's like he probably sat in it too long, and had a heart attack. And then apparently that happens. For those wondering, if you're watching this, if you're in a hot tub, try to limit that to like 20 minutes at a time because it lowers your blood pressure. Giving you guys a little public service announcement, little PSA here. Apparently, I didn't even know that, but that's what happens. And if I guess you have a weaker heart from his past, that'll do it. So it's sad to hear. He was like, it's just like crazy because I just watched the Friends Reunion thing like last year. It's a year ago I watched it, but you kind of hope that at some point they were all going to kind of get back together for a nice reunion episode. Be kind of cool to see, but now it's like it's different,
Yeah. I mean, obviously a cultural icon, part of that.
Sure. Yeah. Always be Chandler Bing. Always.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think about too, because like I was reading a lot on like Reddit and like Reset Era and stuff like that, but I didn't even realize how much of a global audience Friends had. Because people were chiming in saying like, Friends is how a lot of people here internationally learned English and American culture, right? Like, obviously it's not entirely accurate, right? It's
what it's pretty like. Listen, there's a former Mets player, Wilmer Flores, as a baseball fan. It's well known that he said he learned English from Friends, and he would come out to the Friends theme song when he came up to bat because it was just like his homage to the show. He said it many times. So when you say this, I'm like, I've already heard this before from another. He's a Latin American player. I'm not sure where he came from exactly, nationality wise, but he learned English from the show. He said, and that same idea. I mean, it sounds so similar. So it's crazy to think about.
There's a lot of those like syndicated TV shows like that go overseas and they'll have them, and people will learn English. But yeah, it's got a big audience, and that's why it was so huge for whenever it hit streaming. It was such a big deal.
Yeah,
it was just part of why we have the writers and ongoing Actors Guild strike right now.
Yes, right? Yes, ongoing actors still, but
they are negotiating. So
this will be wrapped up shortly. It's gonna start hitting it's gonna wrap up, but
I hope so.
It will. It's just a matter of how long is it going to delay things. Already, Deadpool's going to get delayed. It sounds like.
Everything's getting delayed already.
Yeah.
Seen it.
So yeah, it's true. All right. Let's see, Ahsoka 2 season 2 is greenlit apparently. It's not
Yay.
official yet, but the famous person that we follow, the high known leaker that leaks things,
Pretty
that is
reliable,
accurate.
you could say.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Said that that's going to be a positive go here. So I think, like I said, that show had a lot of its problems. That by the finale, I was even more pissed when you shoot a finale the way they did, and you don't have a second season lined up, because that's just stupid to do. Like, I just thought that was a horrible decision. Like, you want to tie some ends together, just in case. Nothing.
Mhm.
So, but whatever. I'm happy to hear it's getting a second season. I hope they improve on the show, because there's so much they can do with Thrawn and Ahsoka. Please, get some writers in there, make it good. I don't know. Huh?
Get some
They
writers in there.
wasted so much time on these fallen Jedi,
Yeah,
and they do nothing.
they didn't do anything. So they didn't do anything, and I was like, "What was?" Sorry, never mind. I'm not getting into that. Fuck it. All right, that's it for the movie cast. I think, folks, that's gonna wrap this one up. We're gonna go over the game cast. A lot of stuff to talk about in the game cast. So tune in this week if you don't normally do that. If you like the movie cast, don't watch the game cast. Tune in. There's some fun conversations coming for the gaming world. Once again, we are live on Twitch Tuesday night starting at 8 o'clock. So join us live if you miss these broadcasts. YouTube, that's where we go. Subscribe to both channels. Get notified when we post, when we go live. That's going to wrap up the movie cast episode, folks. We'll see you guys. We're out.